Howdy. This is John Mark with Prospect Roofing. I'm taking final inspection photos on a house we did, a roof we just recently completed. You can barely see it. I have some drone photos which will look a lot cleaner. On this house we put gutter screens on. These are Leaf Blaster Pro screens, and they're a micro mesh, and so those are on the whole house. But I wanted to actually talk more about the ventilation. This house had a power vent on the attic, or up on the roof, venting out the attic. The power vent is a good solution. It's not always necessary. And what they had on this house was the power vent was back over here. The homeowners don't live in it yet, so I'm just kind of walking around. The power vent was up there in the middle of that roof, and what it was is there was a ventilation issue. The house wasn't getting proper ventilation. Well, we tore off the roof. We exposed all these eaves, these soffits. We actually tore these soffits down. You can, underneath these eaves, we tore down these soffits and found out, these soffits are all vented. You can't see it on the sides. If you look up here, there's venting cut in on all these soffits in those little grooves. So they're actually fully vented soffits. But what we noticed is there's a wood soffit underneath there with just a few holes, maybe like 2 or 3 holes per side. And so it wasn't getting proper ventilation. So that power vent was up there just sucking as hard as it could and not able to pull air out. And the initial thought is, well, let's just throw more power vents on the roof. Well, we exposed those soffits and realized they weren't vented. And so what we did is we cut out all that wood, so it's fully vented soffits. We put in baffles up into the attic, so now the soffits can be an excellent air intake into the attic, and then the air can exhaust out that ridge vent up there. So it's a passive system. We disconnected the power vent and terminated the wires, and we had an electrician do that stuff. But now the roof doesn't need another power vent. It just needed a continuous ridge vent along the ridge, and it needed these soffits cut open so it can breathe. And so now when you look at a roof, air should come in this soffit right here. As this roof heats up, it actually works as a vacuum because heat rises. So this roof's going to heat up. It absorbs the sun's energy, heats up. Air sucks into the eave and the bottom and ventilates out that ridge vent at the top. It's a passive system. It's an attic that can breathe free, and this house will be healthier for it.